I'm cold-hearted, but I'm just getting started. They looked at me and saw quiet, but they never understood what silence hides. Discipline, strategy, fire. I didn't come from privilege. I didn't inherit success. I created it from the dirt, from the dark, from every moment I was counted out. While they partied, I worked. While they slept, I planned. While they waited for opportunity, I built mine, brick by brick. I'm not chasing dreams like they are. I'm out here owning them. Every loss only sharpened me. Every scar turned me into steel. I didn't ask for a crown, I took it. And now they feel it. The pressure, the presence, the power. Because when a king rises, the world doesn't get a warning. It just wakes up and realizes he's already here. I'm not here to fit in, I'm here to take over. This is the beginning of something unstoppable. And no, I'm not sorry for it. I built this empire with vision, pain, and persistence. And now it's time. Time for everyone to see why they'll be calling me royalty. They tried to define me with limits, told me to stay in line, to be realistic, to take life slow. But I don't move at their pace. I don't think like they do. Because I wasn't born for average. I was built for legacy. And that's something no one can hand you. You earn it in silence, in struggle, in sacrifice. Every time they counted me out, I recalculated. Every time they closed a door, I found another one or made my own. My path wasn't given, it was carved. Through storms, through late nights, through empty bank accounts, broken promises, and people who smiled to my face but prayed I'd fail. And still, I rose. I kept moving, kept watching, kept building. Because I already knew who I was long before they believed it. I knew the world wasn't ready, but that didn't matter. I'm not looking for validation. The truth? I'm not here for applause. I'm here for impact. And whether they love me or fear me, whether they follow me or fight me, the outcome stays the same. I win. See, I don't follow trends. I don't wait for timing. I create it. I move different. I walk into a room and shift the energy without saying a word. That's power, not noise, not arrogance, just certainty. And now I demand loyalty, not because I need followers, but because betrayal has no place where purpose lives. I've been stabbed in the back enough times to know the throne is lonely for a reason. But I'd rather stand alone in greatness than be surrounded by cowards in comfort. So if you ride with me, ride all the way. Don't flinch, don't fold, because this isn't a game and this isn't luck. You're watching the rise of someone who's unstoppable. I speak in actions, not excuses. I move in silence, then shake the ground. And I don't chase anything. Because when you know who you are, the world moves toward you. They'll call me ruthless. They'll call me relentless. But soon enough, they'll call me royalty. Royalty isn't given, it's claimed. And I've already taken the crown, not from bloodline, not from title, but from every ounce of pain I turned into purpose. I don't wait to be recognized. I don't ask to be seen. I move through life like I own every room, every deal, every empire, because one day I will. They'll say I came out of nowhere, but I've been here all along, building in the shadows, training in silence, watching the ones pretending to lead, knowing their time is temporary. Effort beats entitlement every time. While they flexed for the world, I worked when no one clapped. I put in the hours, I planted the vision, and now I walk with the weight of a kingdom on my back, without flinching. This isn't about money, fame, or followers. This is about domination, about cementing a legacy so strong they'll study it. Judge me for how hard I come? Good. I'm not soft. I'm not built to be liked. I'm built to rule. So call me what you want. arrogant, obsessed, too much, it won't change the outcome. My presence is a problem for the average. They feel threatened, as they should. The throne doesn't shine just because you sit on it. It shines when you've earned the seat. Through fire, through rejection, through the moments most people would have folded. But I didn't fold, I forged. And that's what royalty is. Not just gold and power, but grit. The kind of resilience they can't copy and can't kill. I'm not on a pedestal because I played it safe. I'm here because I played it smart, calculated, cold, focused. Every move I make is designed to multiply. And now, I'm stepping into everything I imagined and more. So if you're watching this thinking someday, ask yourself, why not today? The only difference between kings and pawns is mindset, belief, execution. They call me royalty now, not because I say it, but because I live it. I walk like a king, I speak like a leader, I think like a conqueror, and I've only just begun. They see the crown now, but they never saw the climb. They didn't see the nights I couldn't sleep, the days I was broken, and backed into a corner. They didn't hear the silence after every door slammed in my face, the fake friends, the losses, the ones who left when there was nothing left to take. I remember it all. Every scar tells a story. Every bruise became a blueprint. I didn't get here by accident. I got here by surviving what was meant to destroy me. Pain didn't stop me, it prepared me. Rejection didn't end me, it refined me. Every time I hit the ground, I got up stronger. Not bitter, not broken, just built different. I've been counted out more times than I can remember, but they forgot one thing. I don't fold, I evolve. The pressure didn't crush me, it created a diamond. And that diamond doesn't beg to shine, it just does. See, anyone can win when everything's easy, but champions are born in discomfort, in doubt, in darkness. And that's where I learned what I'm really made of. They praised me when I succeeded, but they mocked me when I was low. That's how people are. They cheer when it's safe, but go ghost during the storm. So I learned to be my own motivation, to clap for myself, to rise alone. Because sometimes the only hand that saves you is the one at the end of your own arm. I turned rock bottom into foundation. I turned silence into strategy. And I turned all the pain into power. Resilience doesn't come from pretending to be strong. It comes from walking through weakness and still choosing not to quit. That's what builds kings. That's what builds queens. Not luxury, not likes, but layers. Layers of grit, purpose, and scars that you wear like armor. So here I stand, not because I had it easy, but because I refused to stay down. If you ever wondered what unbreakable looks like, it's this. I am proof that the storm doesn't last forever, but the ones built inside it, we do. And we don't survive to stay the same. We survive to reign. This isn't about success anymore. This is about domination. I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over. Every room, every industry, every opportunity. I move with intention, not to compete, but to conquer. The goal was never just to win. It was to build something the world has no choice but to respect. Something so massive, so undeniable, even my silence makes noise. I'm not thinking local. I'm not moving small. My vision doesn't end with a bank balance or 1 million followers. My aim is global. My target is everything. I'm not playing in a lane. I'm building roads where there were none. Because when the world tells you to stay in your place, you make your own space and then you own it. People think you have to wait your turn, but kings don't wait. We command. Queens don't ask. They walk in like they belong. And I belong everywhere I decide to be. the boardroom, the battlefield, the spotlight, the empire. They'll say I changed. Of course I did. I outgrew the limitations. I shattered the ceiling. I'm not who I used to be. I'm who I was always meant to become. And now, I don't just play the game, I rewrite it. This mindset, it's not temporary, it's unshakable. I don't flinch when the stakes rise, I raise them. Pressure doesn't scare me. Power doesn't blind me. I've been through the fire. I am the fire. And the world is just fuel. My strategy is simple. Build so big, move so strong, and lead so relentlessly that no one can ignore it. From streets to skyscrapers, from small rooms to global stages, this is the rise of something unstoppable. I'm not done. I'm far from it. Because until my last breath, I will expand. I will conquer. I will dominate everything I touch. Not out of greed, but out of purpose. The world is mine not because it was given to me, but because I refuse to leave anything behind. So remember this voice, remember this name, because if you haven't seen me yet, you will. They'll be calling me royalty. Say it again. Royalty. Not because I asked for it, but because I made it impossible to deny. Every step I took, every wall I broke, every mountain I climbed brought me here. No shortcuts, no favors, just relentless belief and bone-deep drive. Call me whatever you want, obsessed, intense, too ambitious, but don't forget the title I earned, royalty. They never expected me to rise like this, but now they can't look away. From the shadows to the summit, they watched me go from nothing to everything. And now, they speak my name differently. Some whisper it, some shout it, but they all say it. Royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, because what's coming next won't just shake your expectations, it'll redefine them. I'm not just leading, I'm changing the game. I built this throne, and I sit on it without apology. You think this is hype? This is history in motion. The crown wasn't passed down, I forged it. My story isn't made of luck, it's made of late nights, long roads, and locked doors I kicked open. Every repetition built reputation. Every sacrifice carved my name into legacy. Royalty isn't about bloodline, it's about blood, sweat, and willpower. So yes, they'll be calling me royalty, again, and again, and again, until the world no longer doubts it, they just know. I don't need to wear gold to be golden. I don't need a title to act like a king. My moves speak louder than any crown ever could. My presence, it commands the room. Not from noise, but from energy. They'll remember how I rose, how I refused to break, how I turned pressure into power and silence into thunder. They'll remember the mindset, the mission, and most of all,
they'll remember the name. So say it now, loud, clear, unshaken. Royalty. This is it. The rise is complete, the crown fits, the silence is over. No more proving, no more explaining, no more waiting. I'm not on the way anymore. I've arrived. And now I walk like I own the ground beneath me, because I do. Every sacrifice, every failure, every late night alone, it all led to this. The moment where I don't just see the throne, I sit on it. I don't question who I am anymore. I don't ask for approval. I don't chase recognition. I stand in complete power because I built it, earned it, and bled for it. I no longer need to speak loudly. I am the volume. My actions preach. My presence speaks. The energy shifts when I enter the room, because I've gone from underdog to unstoppable force. I'm not chasing dreams. I'm living in the reality I created. This isn't potential anymore. This is realized power. I forged my empire with fire, and now I walk through the world with flame in my footsteps. You want to know what success looks like? It looks like clarity, control, confidence that doesn't need to shout because it's already felt. And I promise you, they feel it. My name carries weight now. My moves create waves. I'm not looking for attention. Attention looks for me. Because when you reach this level, you don't need to talk about success. You embody it. This is more than wealth, more than lifestyle. This is legacy. And legacy isn't built with noise. It's built with discipline, vision, and relentless execution. I don't just play the game, I own the board. So let the world watch. Let them try to understand how I did it. They won't. Because what I've got can't be replicated. It can't be faked, bought, or borrowed. It's in the DNA, in the discipline, in the decisions they were too afraid to make. From the shadows to center stage, this is more than a comeback. This is the coronation. I am no longer rising. I've risen. The crown is mine now. You've seen the rise. You've witnessed the transformation. This isn't just a story of success. This is a story of legacy. Because real power doesn't fade when the spotlight shifts. It echoes. It multiplies. Long after the noise dies down, the name remains. I didn't come all this way to be another success story. I came to be a blueprint, a reminder that no matter where you come from, what they say about you, or how heavy the pressure gets, if you decide to rise, nothing can stop you. I turned pain into purpose, loss into hunger, and now I live in moments I used to pray for. But this isn't the finish line. This is day one of something bigger. The empire was only the beginning. The real mission, changing lives, shifting mindsets, and showing what's possible when you bet on yourself and never fold. To the doubters, thank you. You became fuel. To the dreamers, take notes. Your time is coming. And to the ones still stuck in fear, let this voice shake you awake. Your crown is waiting too. But first, you have to believe you were born to wear it.
This life, it's not for the lazy. It's not for the comfortable. This life is for the bold, for those who'd rather fail chasing greatness than succeed settling for less. So if you hear these words and your heart beats faster, that's not motivation. That's memory. That's the future version of you waking up, ready to build, ready to rise. Don't let this just be a video you watched. Let it be a turning point, because the time for talking is over. The time for waiting has passed. Kings don't postpone destiny. Queens don't fear the crown. And legends don't procrastinate legacy. You already have everything you need. Now move like it, build like it, lead like it. Because when it's all said and done, you only get one story. Make sure it's one the world can't forget. This is royalty. This is legacy. That crown, it's waiting for you.